Matthew chapter 4. Matthew chapter 4. Page past 7 on New Testament. Tichaverenga verse 10. Ipapo Jesu akati kwaari, ibva Satani, nokuti kwakanyorwa kuchinzi, namata Ishe Mwari wako umushumire iye oga. Zvino dhiabhorosi akamurega, vatumwa vakauya vakamushumira. Amen. Go a little bit back to verse 8. Dhiabhorosi akamuisazve pagomo refu refu, akamuratidza ushe hwose hwenyika nokubwinya kwawo. Akati kwaari, izvi zvose ndichakupa kana ukawira pasi mukandinamata. Then let's open Mark chapter 12. Mark chapter 12. Mark chapter 12, page verse 51 to New Testament. Shouting up to verse 28. You know mumwe warioni akanga anzwa kutaurana kwavo, achiziva kuti vakanga avapindura zvakanaka. Vakauya akamubvunza achiti, murayiro wokutanga payose ndoupiko? Jesu akapindura akati, wokutanga ndiwo inzwai vaIsraeri, Ishe Mwari wedu ndiye Ishe mumwe chete. Ida Ishe Mwari wako nomwoyo wako wose, nomweya wako wose, nokufunga kwako kwose, nesimba rako rose. Amen.
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 Getira kuti tena Mwari word and basa Mwari akatipare to preach the gospel. Maybe today, if we talk about, there's a term that we've heard maybe in the past 2 years, close by, and it's a term where the man of God talked about a pure breed. A pure breed. Vatapanza bhangeni. Vatapanza bhangeni, madziro anenge achisheka. So maybe let's talk about in the context when the man of God talked about a pure breed. When he talked about pure, I remember a pure breed. Then after that was a special breed. You're someone who used to just play with us. But when we talk about pure breed, what do we mean? Can anyone say? Or what they think? And I'm going to take a pure breed. Anyway. What do you think? I don't think there's any wrong answer. If you look at the term, you please say. Yes. Yes.
I think pure breed kuti munhu akazvarwa achingoziva kunamata Mwari, like haana imwe, haana kumboita zvechivanhu kana zvemapostori, but akangoiswa this particular gospel, and then ndo rega raanonyatsoziva.
Ndichifunga kuti kana pachinzi pure pataura chitongori pure ndichitora for example kana pachitaurwa kumabreed pamwemuka pachinzi kune maprospect kune mapure chitongori unique chada saka pachinzi mapure breed we are unique pakuti kana painzi pure breed chafanira kuzomira chiparidza vhangeri ya pure in that way.
Yes. Yes.
Pure breed. If breeds remark characteristics and concept trace of it is in the way they do things. Because of that time, it's got a tradition. Any content in no change. Very traceable.
Pure breeds, mafungira ndikuita ndeyekuti the way tiita zvataura naoldsman, mafungira ndoita nchibatanzi zvataura natsano kuti hauna kuzanganisa nemishonga, and also kuti pakubhilivha mumweya mutsvene ndo zvega zvandiri kubhilivha mazviri zviri pure, handina kumwe kwazvandinge ndichibatanidza nazvo.
Kana chiti pure kurava kuti chinhu chinotenda uri munhu asingasanganisi kuti atora zvinhu munhu anotora chinhu chake pa one source.
Yes, it's what does a chinche? I don't think chinchi really complicated, but chakao was zvitoro zvazvinoreva kuti yamborekera kuti chinhu chiri pure chinhu chisina kusanganiswa. The matter of taura zvakasiyana maybe vanhu vakauya vamwe vakabata mushonga saka mamai there's a time he gave an example vachitaura pamusoro pekuti hembe yasaka kuti yambopfeka for a long time nehembe nyowani ina maedgars iri yewhite dziri dzewhite ukaita dzese kuti dzine tsvina wodziwacha padzinobuda kuchena kwacho kwakatosiyana hakuchafanana, but haungati ichi chiri haungati chimwe ndo chega chisina tsvina, vanongochiti zvese hazvina tsvina bhozi uri kuti wabvisa tsvina yacho, but ukatotarisa unotoona kuti aiwa zvinhu izvi zvakatosiyana, kuchena kwazvo kunotosiyana nekuti chimwe it's still new, hachina kubata tsvina yakawanda. So this is why the reasons vamwe vanota woti hembe ine tsvina unzi aiwa ina tsvina yatindiwa kuti yakatochena but its original state. I touched okay in its original state. Nikuda kwechina yakabwenda pamusoro pe. Then he talked about how vanhu vachaparidza vhangeri ende madziro anenge achisheka achiti because munenge makaziva Mwari also musina kubata zvakawanda. If you look at that, the devil ari kurwa nazvo zvakanyanya pakuti even munhu asvika 10 years muna 2022 nemunhu akasvika 10 years maybe in the 1100s zvinhu zvaanenge atobata ipapo vana two zvaanenge abata zvakatosiyana in terms of even quantity. Mumwe anogona kuenzana zvaabata zvacho nemunhu maybe akukwegura wars in the 1100s. In terms of quantity, because the devil fights that kuti munhu akaziva kana kuti munhu arambe achifamba achiipa kuti asazokwanisa kuenda that purity inotsvagwa naMwari in their life. The people, the times when you heard the man of God, I remember there's someone who came, I think it was politics, and all that. Then he came towards the end of his life. But the man of God then said, at the times you'll say, kundirwisa kwaakaita kuyu hazviti kukuti abata madhaka to the point whereby even akati ndinoda kugenda bozi munhu akadaro anotogamuchira chete. I remember vaitinoutobhabhatiza ndinotobazobhabhatiza but vaitoti ndinoda kutoita zvese zvinoita kuti munhu achenese. But the problem now, state yavaifanira kuzogamuchirwa naye naMwari was no longer attainable. It was no longer attainable. There's a purity. Every person anorarama panyika yapenyu yaanofanira kuwa naye kuti akwanise kupinda denga. But munhu like example ndekuti it's as good as kuti the man of God will say aiwa hembe yatindwa. You testify. You testify more than a lot of people. You testify more than a lot of people. Why don't you I remember. And if you then find, I remember there's a time all the fighting kana munhu ani antipati. I think it was kuti zvazvo kuti avo kuyakuita kazakubata akasatipati apani kutindira kuti kutoparidza kwavo it's as if nekuti chinhu chiripo chine tsvina ndatozawa munhu tsvina yacho iyo. May God amen. Usazi zvakafanana neku I see people vanoshandisa kana vanodzidzisa wachi unoziva kuti don't mix colors. Don't mix colors. I believe many of us know watch. Don't usasanganisa macolors. Usati zvinhu zvewhite woisa zvinhu zvered woti Even though the water is clean, even though mune safe iripo zvese utozva kuti safe inochenjesa, but hausanganise these colors. It's the same thing on the basis yekuti pakuti urikuti ichi chakachena kupfuura chakati, saka ndakazvacha pamwe chete ichi yesi chichachena asi tsvina iri pa chinhu chered ichanonamira pane chinhu chewhite. May God help. Amen. So the man of God, they tried to do that. What ndakada kukwidza vanhu vese muone dish ndoda kuti vacheneswe naMwari. Icho chaichicha hachimbofi chasvika pastage mudiwa naMwari, but icho chiri nani shogona kuzvichindiwazvo. Kune zvinhu zvekuti munhu akamikisa makala especially zvinhu zvesheti yewhite haitozombocheni futi. So even if you could hear and see this, at times you'd say, but Africa state whereby they can no longer be purified and go in the state local. There are things that you can take, even if you say these are the same color. Chimwe chakatingana, chimwe chisina. Even if you watch them together, there's no good opportunity to change. That's also very possible. So, but what I'm trying to help us is, let's look at this term. You're going to be a pure. This pure breed will preach. Will preach the gospel. And walls will shake. People will be healed. The blind will see. The lame will walk. Yes, this will all happen. So, even when Jesus was asked, what is the greatest commandment? And then he said, with all your heart, with every end, usade any other God, because He is the only God. May God help. Amen. Jesus is talking about purity. Talking about purity. As an example, I feel about kusasanganisa. Amen. If you look at from my analysis, kune vanhu vazhinji dzimwe dzenguva vakabva kwavakabva vachibata mushonga wasvika pano, but vasvika pano, some of them vakasanganisa the gospel. You know, you hear of Christians whereby vakatotora vana vavo vakatoisa zvemushonga, even though vachenjera. That was not pure. Amen. You don't keep the gospel. This is why you identify. So we can talk about it. Because if you look at a pure breed in the context, you would and then what testimony. That thing is no longer the pure breed. It's no longer pure. Nokuti aziva chokwadi, aziva chinochenesa, but then vanobata madhaka to the highest level, unozoti munhu aziva chokwadi nemunhu asati aziva chokwadi, mabatiro ake chitadzo akasiyana. Akasiyana on the basis yokuti anoziva the gravity yekuipa kwechinhu charo. Anoziva the gravity kuti chinichi zvava munhu anachiti unesa nepornography whatever. anoponeswa kuona kuti zvakaita. Because even munhu achiziva kuti zvakaita, haazivi the level yekuipa kwezvaaita until they actually say it. Saka kuzoona kubata futi, akubata achiziva the level yekuipa, so which means mabatiro ake chitadzo ichocho anotoenda a lot deep than they were before. So you then find there are people like that, whereby vakaramba even vakakura down or whatever it is, but vaziva chokwadi. After they had tested, they talked about maybe the power of salvation in the past. Then they went to the war. That cannot be a pure. And also in another context, and the true power of God. This gospel are in Sanganis. And then that can no longer be pure. Or cannot go to the state. It can't go to the state. Yet the purity in which I want can't go to the state. God.
Amen. Amen.
So I am saying this so that I'm no cooler as you, whether you're the youngest or the oldest. No matter this gospel. Amen. This is why the man God talked about one night when he took a big time. One night. If you trace Muruwezi, akatosvika pakuedza whatever, Iceland.
Amen.
Even maybe usingazvizi, but that's different. Why sometimes either you are real, but they would mix the gospel with another God. And at times, even sin itself, they mix. They go out.
Amen.
This is why on the way, but I'll challenge young people. If you trace people's lives, let's say I'm supposed to be you was a new soul. What you want to move on about others? Or open is what, but this illness I know. When the body dying, that illness I know. It remains. Do you know that? I'm going to then God says, He endures. And then sometimes under traces, they would do even as you are. And which are even if Nakamutraga a specialist, when you also identify with the illness in my eye, it's exactly the same as the illness in someone else. What do you operate on now? Because when one is made, they make or set a condition. You would, this is what it is going to be. That can make a difference.
Amen.
I hope you follow. Praise God. Praise God. Even I come apart. What I'm part, I tell about profit, whatever. It will never work.
Amen.
It will never work. Because on that basis, I went unoenda maybe nemotikari yetoyota wosvika kutoyota wobva wakuudza kuti mota yangu haichazomukaya yashanda futi wobva ipangoti pane makanika wandinoziva chinoita ndechekuti unokuramba uchingodyirwa mari ichifamba 2 days yomini yofamba 4 days yomini yofamba but unochongodyirwa mari zvototi mari yakuzokalkuleta unotoona kuti dai ndakatotenga mota but chimwe chakuita kuti utsukire ndechekuti but I've gone so far ngaichimboshanda but it will never work. If people look at some of the technologies that are here, if you look at how they started making an iPhone, kuti ukavhura an iPhone yako haukwanisi kuigadzira. Why? Because for every single phone they make, each one vanosiyanisa the way yaonesa maparts acho. Every single. Saka munhu akastada one oti ndakugona kugadzira. Oti now ndadeal iPhone. Munhu osvika neini zvonzi yanhingi yakatogadzira. Wosvika naye anoivhura kuona kuti zvakasiyana yabata kutoona kuti kana yati akajombora charging system yakushanda iwo osvika kuti charging system yaisusu anosvika oivhura ava ndagadzira charging system vajorakoga. Why? Because the time they say you have to go back to the manufacturer. Because this is a serious. May God help.
Amen.
May God help.
Amen.
May God help.
Amen.
So, if whatever they've done that with phones or whatever, imagine you ever when I what 20 years with the beaches. They don't watch. How do you lose our Mugazi? Was she got? I don't know the show. But you people have to testify. I don't know what I want. Part of right, shall I say? Same way, same way. So at the same time, if you live a life where you say, Ningi Ahasuburai, but your maker afterwards, this is your life. Your life that can be like that. If you try and go, I know it's all out. Because of God. That's what makes God great.
Amen.
Think about how many phones they manufacture, but Oma says is. Oma says is. So did it not what was it? Highlight I have whatever. How would I count? You take a number of phone. But it should have raised I told direct, but panic his son because you have to go to the God.
Amen.
So now we have to keep ourselves pure. We have to keep ourselves pure. Why? Because Takashika Pani our maker. Our maker. I know zero in each and every single person. Kuti akakugadzira sei. We are all unique. We are all unique. The Spirit of God is what? It works in us the same way it works in anyone else. But the Spirit of God can tell us to stand on a certain part. Within what? Munu one akasi.
Amen.
There are people when they go in certain places, for this period, they there's only one person at our solution. Yet people understand this. One or two more. Whatever. Munhu iye otoka iye ega akatogadzirwa naMwari in that way. They can preach the gospel. And that particular place. You know, this is why it's an interesting thing. I found that in the land of God, if you look throughout history, Rev P.D, there's certain things they would assign certain people. Not because you are humble, but it's understanding the purity of the gospel.
Amen.
Kuti munhu uyu akatogadzirwa naMwari kuti aite chakati. Munhu uyu, if you look at people like Barnabas, what happens? Mwanakomana wekunyangadza, son of encouragement. And the English Bible says encouragement. Kuti kusvika kwake vanhu vainzwa kuda kunamata Mwari. Kungoti Barnabas saka toda kunamata. He was created in that way. And so he had to remain pure. For shine my eye. Because it's the state he was created by God to be. Example ya Mari akaudzwa naRev P.D kuti you be like John. You be like and then you look after this man. Was you son? Why? That this time was called by God.
Amen.
When he tried to come back, because he didn't keep it pure, what he was given by God. He didn't. When wakadzoka back, zvakazisashanda kuti iwo waudze vanhu nezvekuti munhu waMwari chii. And no one worked. Zvakazisashanda kuti iwo vachengete the man of God. And no one worked. But that's what he was created for. That's what he was created for. That's what God made him to be. When he made the man of God, he said, this is what I want you to do. So, over the years, the man of God, be like John, you shall be in front and make way for him. But can I point with by Wakanga overtake? Because Chimchakova was no longer pure and could no longer go in the original state.
Amen.
Amen.
We hear of one ministries. One of them, if war will come upon you, can ministries. Many of them, even Makaya, the ministry. But what over it?
Amen.
The ministry, the prophets, the ministry of knowledge. If we look at the things they talk about, which are the ministry of wisdom, we have long past. We have long past. Because they didn't keep it pure. They didn't keep it pure. Yet they were given should be pure.
Amen.
So, when we talk about purity, we talk about Munupano Sangarana, Panicham, the Basara is to keep it as it is.
Amen.
Is to keep it as it is. Because if we don't keep it as it is, Wakasanganis, Chitata would be the original state. Look at
Amen.
God.
Amen.
Could who had little education, zvakasvika vanhu vaitoti munhu adzidza zvacho vototi saka ndakukumisapo kuti undibatsire but nhasi munhu nekaqualification kanga achinzi munhu wamaraira kuti ndimubatsire hatitashandi context yekuti haana kuchengetedza chaakapiwa chiripiwa some people vakasvika pakudzidza because they were young. And then Muhammad said, at times, they say, Jufa, Kutukana, Zidzero, what are they have a chance to I shall consider that. One of the days I met the person, then Bazos, what they say, anything, well, no zero to Marata. What are apparently in what they Bazos? Transcendental of town, but the problem is great. The problem is that glory to God.
Amen.
But that only the one square could the child and the shaman. $20. $20. I said, this person thinks I'm an idiot. I do trip whatever. $20. Problem I have no profit. No profit. No problem. They would I have no profit. Could it was about it? Right now, profit was about what was so I don't know. But I'm would be a people. Well, we are more managers. What one of my girlfriends, whatever it is. When I'm a profit, she's somebody Asabat. Was over actual profit, but no problem, home. Over which is Zikani Lukajo, and the Zikani could change, do it us. Until you know, maybe we took us today, but what you might not this much time, but Mabaza, you know that. So, why those ones I make a joke for whatever. And then I know a joke for it. I had one. And then what the end of I thought it was kind of the moon. That demon they must more, but soon as God they must more. May God help.
Amen.
May God help.
Amen.
God help.
Amen.
And because they didn't keep the gospel pure. Let's calculate. And even when I got the way of the police, as a point of war, police got because of sacrifice.
Amen.
Like I said, you can't go to the religious state. You can't go. You can't go to the religious state. We, my Adam's told, will be the may God help.
Amen.
Only worship one God.
Amen.
Worship one God.
Yes.
Here I can do good out fear of you.
Amen.
May God help.
Amen.
Because you have known this God, you can't lose.
Amen.
One way after they have known this God, from moment, no one will tell any status. Do you know that? Even I'll put on church items here. You know, I have a relative of mine. I'm not going to know why. I'm trying to find out a church pound of food. Look at the empty salaries. But how to promise? Much too easy. Can I take Sunday school 1? Sunday school 2? Magapita Sunday school 3 meses. And the man of God said, Munu and child, Mona Fitzpath.
Amen.
I don't know truly I want to truly Munu Asana. I'm zero now. But I'm zero now. I would. Each of you is such a message. Now, From Mono China Sumburas. Oh, great. May God help.
Amen.
May God help.
Amen. Amen.
I have another relative of mine that I was with my brother. Keep up who have an English. And I'm full. I truly believe that it takes it's not all about. I've witnessed that with many people, whether in school or whatever. But if I'm not able to, what are you going to do? The Shambi Kashu. What's going wrong? That's what it was the letter of all children. I don't want to like I did, you must come. I understand this. Maybe I'm not it seemed like I understand like that. Most people I get part of that community. I do. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not doing it. Then they came. How do you come, son? Join that person. We are one day. I never want to spend ourselves. I'm one day. But Zogir, that's a good but to make it worse, Baba, Zinyama, on top of it, Baba, and I realized that problems are and you know, when you could even here has a but that's the last time. Yeah, the last time. This gospel must be kept.
Amen. Amen.
Whether ufunge ani mwenye akasana. Any person. I found those are the moments but you'll be shocked. What people keep in their bedroom, where people go to seek for help. I could not matter. May God. Amen. But if you don't keep it pure, you can't hold it.
Amen.
You will lose.
Amen.
When we talk about a pure, we must also to find out in this context. Which wakazi wachukua and how long of sometimes. You must know it in this context. That's the problem of people waka. You know that? You know one of the problems that everybody has. Anyway, most of the times, prayer or special with church demon. Who's They mix this gospel. You must never.
Amen.
Keep it pure.
Yes.
Amen. Keep it pure. So that it's powerful and working. May God.
Amen. Amen.
It's unfortunate to many. All these people, they mixed. But sometimes, I sometimes this gospel. Once you have known this truth, never mix.
Amen.
Never mix. Never mix. I'm saying this so that you say it demanded long kuti kunyange tasangana nechikwata ko izvi zvinonzi simba rekurapa kana kuti zvinonzi zvakadomwe zvakaita sei.
Amen.
Never.
Amen.
Because you've made God.
Amen.
And like I said, I challenge anyone. This gospel, and a certain problem, or even an illness, even at our passion, that problem will never be solved. Will never be solved. This is why the man of God could determine who you shall remain as they are. Who you are for in my case, who you when the leaves of it are saved, it will never change. It will remain like that.
Amen.
Because that's the purity of the God.
Amen.
This is why Paul had an illness I gave her. Why I told you, my grace is sufficient. You shall remain, and it will never be removed. But even when the enemy, it shall remain. Both my uncle, Paul, I know that I will God, you are unfair. But I can see what and the evidence of purity. If you meet a gospel, the life we lived before, that's purity.
Amen.
It's purity. It's the truth. It's the truth. And this is why the man of God would say, well, why is it? One, this, whatever. But Mwari, Abufa, and Zinyama, called Araba and the moon, are no sweeter. Parasana, ye, Parasana, Jacob went back to bed. Christ, yes, you talk about Bethlehem. I believe in the work of salvation, that it's a definite work, and it is a pure work that was done on the cross. And the power of that cross, I believe in it. It doesn't need help. It doesn't need help. The power of the cross doesn't need unity. Yeah. But it can be so to change, but it's not to
Amen.
The cross is never used.
Yes.
It's pure because it's God.
Yes.
Amen. Jesus. Let me pray. My top 10 and